Why people feel behind even though they aren't. Okay. Let's talk about it. Most people feel behind even though nothing is wrong. Okay, and that could be in business, that could be in your personal life, that could be in the amount of fun that you're having, etc. That could literally relate to all of your different aspects of your life, you know. Social media, I feel like is a very big culprit of this, especially with people's personal lives, okay? Because social media for years is compressing all of these different things into one highlight reel. That's it. That's really it. So you see people who are at the beach, then at the fair, then they're getting engaged, then they're married, then they're having their first kid, then they're doing this, then they're doing that, and then they're doing this, and then they're taking a trip to Germany, while you are seeing your days, your life just tick by. Okay? Because what you don't understand is while these people are posting these different things, they also feel the same way. Now, obviously, there are some cases where that's not true. If daddy's a billionaire or, you have a lot of money, then obviously, then your life is a little bit different than the people I'm talking about. But the people that I'm referring to are people who are everyday people who might be bogged down at work. They might just be sitting there, and from the time that they clock in to the time that they clock out, all they do is stare at the clock. Those people watch their days go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those 5 days is what makes up your time. And you feel like you're behind. Because now you go on Instagram and you see this person's doing this, and this person's doing that, and this person's doing this, and oh my goodness, we went to high school together. Oh my goodness, how are they doing how are they doing that thing? Because that's so awesome. I've always wanted to do that. But what you don't see is those people are doing the exact same thing that you're doing. You just don't see the boring shit. You don't see the boring stuff that they don't post. Okay? They feel the exact same way. You just feel like you're behind because you're seeing everybody else be in front of you. Social media is the biggest culprit. Like I'm telling you, social media is the biggest culprit of this. Again, you're seeing a highlight reel of things that people do within a year, okay? And you're wondering why you can't do that same thing, okay? Progress feels invisible when you're inside it. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like progress, as you're progressing, is invisible. You might see that someone made $10,000 in the month of December. Holy shit. Someone made 10,000 in the month of December. But you haven't calculated that for the past 11 months, they've spent not doing anything. Or, like not making good money. They've been hustling. They've been doing all these things, and so you see them making 10,000 in the month of December. You're like, I want to do that, not understanding that they've had 11 months of eating shit. Okay, same thing for you. You might go on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook and see, oh my goodness, you know, so and so Susie Lou went to the Bahamas and she's having a wonderful time. But you don't see that Susie Lou had to spend the past 6 months saving up for this trip because her and her fiance couldn't afford it. Her and her fiance had to sit there and work 12-hour days. You just see the end goal, okay? Feeling behind does not mean that you picked the wrong path. Feeling behind is because you are not currently happy with the life that you're living. That's it. If you think that you're falling behind everyone else because you went down this path rather than this path, that's not wrong that you went down this path. That's not the bad thing. The bad thing is when you're sitting there and you're not progressing. okay? If you are stuck at the same job, not moving up, not looking forward to anything, that is significantly worse than not being able to go to the Bahamas, not being able to buy the new car or live in a big house. Not progressing is significantly worse. Significantly worse. I wish social media would normalize the progress rather than the outcome. Okay? I wish they would show how long did it take for you to get there? How long did it take you to earn that Bahamas trip? How long did it take you to earn that big house, the nice cars, the this, the that? How long did it take you? Okay? Did it take you a month? Take you a year? We don't see that because on social media, all we see is the Bahamas and the nice trips and the cars and the houses and the this and the that. That's what you got to understand. You're only seeing what you see. You're only seeing what people want you to see. The fastest way to stay behind is to rush or quit. And I specifically want to make mention of this quit thing, okay? A lot of people get so overwhelmed when they see their friends from high school or people that they fucking hated in high school that go out and they don't have a nice car, or sorry, and they go out and they have nice cars and they go out and they have this and that. I see a lot of people who envy another person, maybe that they went to high school with, or maybe that they an old coworker or whatever the case may be, and they follow them on Instagram and they see that this person has a nice house and a nice car and this and that and this and that, and you wonder why you don't have that, and you become so envious of that person that you quit. That is stupid. That is so stupid because you should be working towards what that person has. Unless you're comfortable. If you're comfortable, then quit. Become lazy. Do your thing, Have your kids, get married, get the nice house, compile that debt, and then wait for retirement. That's all you need. That's all you need, right? I say you shouldn't quit. I say that you should continue to work because you should have the things that other people have. Don't quit. I know that sounds so easy, but just don't, dude. Staying consistent beats constantly restarting out of panic. That's it, dude. That's it. Staying consistent beats constantly restarting out of panic. Restarting your life because you didn't think that you lived it to the fullest. Because now you're on Instagram and you're seeing all these different things. You're on Facebook and you're seeing all of these different things. So now you feel like you got to restart it. You feel like you got to do something more with your life just because of the fact that someone else is doing more with theirs. You understand? Anyway, that was it for the video. I just wanted to get that out there as sort of a PSA. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and Happy New Year's, okay?